Hello everybody, Block Koopa here. I am back with...
Roller Claw 67.
And...
Bird up! Oh my gosh.
So yeah, this is also why it changed themes, because we changed characters.
Ooh.
So that whole thing, I thought that was really cool, and I started getting goosebumps when I first played it. When it went to black and all of the UI like monitor looks shut off, and it was showing just Shuichi and Kaede, and it shut off Kaede entirely, and then it turned on with Shuichi. That was you switching characters who you're playing as.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I got goosebumps the first time. It was so cool. That would prevent the cameras you're carrying from being damaged. So yes, last time we got to this point. We're trying to prove that Kaede is the killer. The character who we have been playing as for the first 10 parts. 10 and a half parts. Yeah, usually it wouldn't necessarily take us 10 parts, but we are really taking our time. We're kind of going slow, but it's okay. We're chilling. Anyway.
And that means all of this happened right in
and
front of Shuichi.
we're gonna hopefully finish this chapter, or this case, in this episode. Hopefully, if we actually go at a reasonable pace.
But we should not blame him for that. None of those actions warranted suspicion at the time, so we might not have noticed.
I feel like this is the game's way of saying, hey,
That
don't feel
clears
bad.
it all up then. Every part of the crime Kaede plotted.
That can't be. It's gotta be mistake, right?
But if all of that is true, then that's pretty unfortunate. I mean, it's Kaede, you know? She kept preaching about working together, and then she goes and kills in cold blood!
No, something still doesn't fit.
I didn't press A there. He cut in.
Oh, that's cool.
What doesn't fit?
Kaede wouldn't do something like that.
Huh? You mean she's not the type? But you were the one that said she did it, right?
Yes, I did say that. But murder in cold blood is just not in her character.
Oh, don't worry, I put the blood in the microwave for a few seconds.
I believe
We're
in
good.
her.
You nuked
Oh
it.
my gosh.
But why? Why do you still
Why
believe
not?
in me, Shuichi? Why?
Because we played as you for 10 and a half episodes.
Why are you doing this? Are you still looking away from the truth?
Not at all. My belief in you is going to lead me to the truth. I'll show you what's behind all this. I'll show you your truth.
I know this is getting crazy, right? But it's time for another tutorial. Your opponent's on the ropes,
Gosh.
but they're in armament mode and won't listen to you. You have to remove their armaments to refute what they are saying. That's how armament
Oh,
works.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, this is different.
Yeah,
The
it's the rhythm game thing, but it is very different in this
Oh.
game. It is very different,
Yeah.
and it is difficult in this game. It's hard.
It was
in this
difficult
game.
for me in the first game.
It was difficult in it's difficult in the other games, but in this game, I lost it multiple times. In the later cases.
So what is this Persona-esque outfit
Oh
Kaede
yes.
is
Also,
rocking?
it is very stylized in all of the cases
Yeah.
in this game. They have like a stylized Persona 5-esque look. It's weird. I don't know why, but it's Danganronpa and stylized go hand in hand.
It does.
So rhythm button, yeah, so basically you have to time it, and you have to pick which button to press. The objective is to destroy all your foe's armaments, then strike the finishing blow. You match the rhythm to shoot. Do I remember the final case in this game? This minigame took me so many tries. I lost it so many times. And I'm not playing on hard mode or anything. I'm not playing on easy. I'm playing on the middle mode, but it was tough.
There are different difficulty settings for this?
Yeah, that's always
Yeah.
been the case.
I picked hard mode
Oh.
when I played it.
Since the first game.
I played
All it does is change the difficulty of these minigames.
Okay.
The markers on top of your opponent's statements are called rhythm sites. It might also change stuff like how much life you have, and how long your focus gauge is, or stuff like that. It might do a couple other things like that, but yeah.
I don't know.
Right when the gauge makes one revolution, press the correct button to shoot the statement. When they're damaged enough, their armaments will break and the music will change. Tempo will also pick up some extra timing. Can't get on rhythm, try pressing right bumper to activate Fever Time. During Fever Time, you'll be invincible. Okay, so that's the same as the other games. You can only activate it when your focus energy is full, so watch out. When your opponent's armament is destroyed, you can give your final argument. Oh yeah, this part is a little bit tricky. This is like in the second game. Remember displayed in 4 words, and you have...
Yeah, one thing I will say is that this game's tutorial descriptions of the minigames and how to play the minigames are kind of awful.
Yeah, it's confusing. You kind of have to just play it and figure it out.
These descriptions, the descriptions of how to play these things make no sense at all.
Yeah.
And that's been the case for all of the games so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still believe in me?
Oh.
I'm definitely the culprit. You think I wouldn't do it? It's all my fault! You still believe in me?
I was expecting more piano for the ultimate
I'm the
pianist.
I
one who
was
killed
too.
Renamaro. That's the
Oh.
truth of this case. And that's all there is to it. I'm a terrible murderer. Ah! Please stop. Just stop. Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the truth.
Oh, I was supposed to...
I know you can do this.
Mash.
Yeah.
You say you believe in me, then don't look away from the truth. Please stop. Just stop. Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the truth. Shuichi, I know you can do this. If you say you believe in me, then...
Oh, she lost her
You
mask.
know what I was trying to do?
Kill the mastermind.
Yeah.
Nope. The buttons are not in the same... Mind Master, kill the...
Stop. Just stop. Remember what I
I was
told you?
right. I was right.
Yeah.
The buttons are not in the
Do you
same
know what I
order
was
for
trying to
this.
do?
It's
Y,
X...
E, A, X.
No!
It's not.
Ah! Yeah, I pressed...
Stop! Just stop! Remember what I told you? You have to fight for the...
Man, I can't wait to play this on Switch and
Alright,
struggle.
hold on.
Do you know what I was trying to do?
It's... There we go. Yeah, I'm bad at it.
It's actually legitimately kind of a disappointing component that was not a piano song.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
weren't trying to save yourself.
I'm not gonna lie.
What you were trying to do was kill the mastermind.
Kill the mastermind?
I'm gonna go ahead and drop a save, because I... wasn't...
Because you don't want to do that minigame
Because I don't
again?
want to do that minigame again. I'm not very good at it. I'm not bad at rhythm games. Honestly, that last part, because it's lined up in the north, south, east, west points, but the buttons that they're tied with are not the same as the buttons on the controller.
That's kind of mean.
I think it's Xbox layout, because A was at the bottom and B was on the side, and X and Y were flipped.
Oh, are you using a Switch controller?
I'm using a Switch Pro controller, yeah.
Yeah, they'd be flipped.
Targeting Ren.
So that's
I'm sure
that's
in
what was throwing me off.
Nicholas, I'm sure in the Switch version they'd flip the buttons.
I'm sure.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
I would assume they would.
She was trying to end this killing game. She was trying to save us all.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Kaede?
I can't wait for you guys to see some of the crazy twists toward the end of the game.
Time limit expired.
There's one specific thing that's going on in my mind right now that I can't wait for you guys to see. It's gonna take us forever to get there, though. At the pace we're going, and the fact that we only play once a week, if that.
Yeah.
But it's all my fault. Kaede trusted my detective skills. I told her the mastermind might be there. And that's why she set that trap. It's all my fault. She trusted my detective work, and I screwed it up.
Stop. It's not true. Please, don't say it's your fault. It'll
I
be
mean, it
harder
is
for
true, but
me.
it's not your fault.
None of this is your fault. It's mine. Everything's my fault.
Kaede.
Shuichi,
That was some dramatic
can I
lighting.
ask you to do
Yeah.
one last favor for me? Can you end all of this?
What?
I want you to reveal everything that happened and convince everyone.
In
And
comic
then-
book format.
I want you to end this. That's my
So you know how
final
in the
wish.
first game and the second game, it has the same song between them for the comic book thing?
Does it?
Yeah, in the first and second game, it's the same song. For both when you're filling it out and when you're actually going through it. The closing argument and the climactic reenactment. In this game, there's actually a different song for both of them.
Ooh, let's see
Weird.
if it's better.
And it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I understand. I'll end all of this.
In
I'll
comic book
reveal
format,
everything.
just like you always wanted.
The truth and the lies.
Maria,
I want
this
to
is
help.
what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
Maria. I'll explain the closing argument. The final piece of detective work. Closing argument, you will wrap up the case. You'll have to reproduce the order of the events in the case in the form of a comic book. But this is recreation. But this recreation is just Shuichi's deduction. So there are gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. Indeed. After selecting panels with the D-pad, press... Oh, what? You don't press it. Okay. Then fit the panel and press Y. Okay. Only the correct ones will fit. Compare the empty spaces in the stock panel hints. There will be some panels that you cannot select at first, so it's a lot like the second game. And you can flip through the pages. Thank you, thank you. This game's... It's very, dramatic, this song. This song is so dramatic. Alright. So we're starting with this one.
so-
Several shot put balls in the wooden box.
Oh god.
Who was asked to modify the cameras? What was the murder weapon found in the warehouse?
Yep, that one.
Okay. Kaito, Gonta, and Tenko. Oh gosh, there's so many. Okay. Hold on. Let's start over here. So this is
So now I'm...
who wanted the fight against Monokuma after hearing the additional motive. Do we have that?
Kaito, Gonta, and Tank were all part of that group, right? Or was it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
Who was asked to modify the cameras?
Mew.
Okay, we don't have that one unlocked yet. Oh,
Oh. What the heck?
so Mew.
Okay, well.
Bow to me.
Bow to Mew.
me.
Yeah, it was that one.
No.
Bow
Because we
to
did
me.
bow to her.
And then she got
What
all
I'm referencing
uncomfortable
there
for acting
is
up.
I remember in the one of the Smash Bros announcements for Smash Ultimate before the game came out, they showed that you could change the language of the characters, and it'll actually change what the announcer says in the character select screen. And one of the examples they showed in the video was villager in some language, and to me it sounded like the announcer was saying, "Bow to me." And in
That
like
is
the
funny.
announcer deep voice, "Bow to me." So that's what that made me.
That is funny. I like it. When did the culprit go with? Do
with
what did
the
it
library
do with it?
vents.
Probably that gate up.
With the library vent, prop it up.
Okay, what did the
Now,
camera...
now I'm curious about the execution. Is it going to happen? Because of...
It would have to.
But is Monokuma's rule fully voided? Are they gonna have a trial and then just not kill her as the worst punishment?
I don't know. That's all I do know. What book did the camera set up last, or culprit set up last?
The encyclopedia.
I'm kind of just going through this. Sorry, I want this to be interactive. Or,
that would be really
collaborative. Rather.
That would be really messed up.
I want this to be collaborative.
If they let Kaede live and you have to play as her for like the rest of the game, knowing what you've done.
That would be kind of messed up.
Okay, so what we have left.
It'd be cool.
1 hour before.
Cool.
Killing game promotional video plays at a loud volume.
It was the promotional video.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, really? Oh, it probably started playing a while after. A while before.
We don't have very many lives
promotional
left,
video
guys.
started
Let's go back to that one.
Okay.
Where was the shot put
Where was
rolled?
the shot put rolled? Into the vents? Is that even a thing?
Yep,
There we go. Classroom vent. Classroom vent.
Very Japanese at this game for the circle to be the getting it correct. It's a red circle.
It is.
And not
Yeah, and the X is the bad.
Whose picture was taken with the camera flash?
It was
Rentaro.
Rentaro noticed the flash.
And Rantaro notices the
Oh,
flash.
here we go. Why wasn't it audible? The video.
So the only ones we have left are security sensor going off and bookcase returning to its original position. After receiver went off, what did Shuichi see in the library? So that is that. So that
Would
means...
be the book turning, right?
So this.
Yeah,
is
that's...
this.
Oh, yeah, this is that. Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
I thought it happened later.
But yeah, this
real.
song is really kind of like dramatic and intense, isn't it?
I was gonna say it sounds
Not
like
intense, but
a
like
menu
dramatic
theme.
and...
I was gonna say it sounds like the menu theme in Battle Revolution.
No, there was a song in the first Danganronpa game that sounds extremely like the menu theme in Battle Revolution. It's one of the just walking around in the school. It sounds it sounds so much like it. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
This is the truth of the case. It all began 2 days prior, when Monokuma gave us the additional motive. The time limit added to this killing game triggered the crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song is... Yeah, this song is cool.
Groups to plan our next move. I had my own plan to find the mastermind, and someone offered to help me. At the time, I never would have imagined they would become the culprit. To expose the mastermind.
I imagine she didn't take up the first blood rule because she felt guilty. That's probably why it wasn't taken up.
There was a hidden door in the library that showed signs of use. We deduced that the mastermind would return there to let Monokuma out.
So yeah, now that we're doing this, may I just say my original theory for this was probably very, very off.
What was your original theory?
I thought it was a suicide.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was she sitting on a chair when that happened?
I don't think she was in the actual... when it actually happened. I don't think.
We weren't in the... I thought that we begged to her in the warehouse, not a classroom.
No, I'm pretty sure we did it in the dining room.
We did it in her lab.
I thought it was at the dining
yeah,
room.
in the dining room. It was in the dining room. Never mind. I
The dining room.
Okay, well, whatever.
But the culprit found something else there. The murder weapon. That's right. The shot put ball. put the cameras as well as the shot in their backpack. Then, on the day the time limit would expire, the day of the murder, the culprit and I collected the modified cameras from you and visited the library. Once there,
Okay, this guitarist is going off.
Yeah.
Place the cameras. But even then, the culprit was preparing the murder. They began by removing the vent grate and laid it in.
Oh. Press it too early.
Then, they moved the pile of books on top of the bookcase, pretending to organize them. After that, they placed open encyclopedias on the final bookcase. It appeared innocuous enough, but it was actually a path for the murder weapon.
Yeah, this was crazy.
The culprit also tampered with a hidden camera linked to the security sensor.
As a way to murder someone?
Yeah.
To use the
It's
camera
crazy
flash
that-
to trick them into a spot and then killing them from afar like this?
I really like the effect of the just all you see is the backpack.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice their trick. They used duct tape to keep the flash function on. After the cameras were set, the culprit and I climbed the stairs to the first floor classroom.
I also like how the culprit is darker colored in this, because like in past games there were like half and half grayish, but in this one they seem to have a color scheme that more resembles the title of the Blackened, which
Yeah.
seems really nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
I didn't make the connection of the idea of the Blackened. I was just thinking of the shadow. But
Yeah, I didn't think of that either.
I was like, they're black colored. Wait a minute. Symbolism.
After watching that group into the game room, I returned to the classroom.
Well, they're not entirely black. They've got some dark blues.
With about 1 hour remaining,
yeah.
the security receiver I was holding went off. I assumed it was the mastermind, so I ran out of the classroom to the library. I was in such a
So
hurry
did Kaede.
to leave the culprit behind. Looking back on it now, that was the last chance I had to stop the murder. After I had left, the culprit took the shot put ball out of their backpack and rolled it into the classroom.
How did Kaede know an opportunity to put the ball in the net was going to come up? That's what I want to know.
This set the murder in motion.
I think it was probably a pretty good guess that both of them were going to run immediately upon the sensor going off.
Yeah, I think
How
he
did
was.
she know that? How did she know that he was going to leave first and fast enough that she had enough time to do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unbeknownst to him,
Luck.
the trap had been sprung.
This murder counted on a lot of things going right.
Yeah.
It did, yeah.
First, the modified camera took a picture of Rantaro with the flash on. Rantaro noticed the flash and approached the bookcase to inspect the camera. The camera flash lured Rantaro directly into the murder weapon's path. The shot the culprit tossed into the vent rolled through the air duct. Came out of the library's vent and kept rolling atop the bookcase. Opening the vent grate and organizing the books was all to create a path. Under normal circumstances, the victim would have been alerted by the noise. But the promotional video was masking the sound of the shot rolling.
Oh, it interrupted it with the freaking promotional video. That's a cool effect. That was a cool effect with the audio.
The shot kept rolling, then fell on Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. By the time we had entered the room, the murder was complete.
Well, he would have had to have been.
I imagine, seeing Rantaro's body, the culprit probably thought, the mastermind is dead, the game is over, now we can all go home. But their wish didn't come true, because Rantaro wasn't the mastermind. It was murder, in an attempt to save all our lives. That is the truth. That's the truth behind your lies, Kaede Akamatsu. The ultimate pianist.
That is not the expression someone who just got accused should be making.
And that concludes the events of this case.
Drop a quick save. Because that took a while.
No. Kaede did it?
Damn it!
It is a truth I do not wish to accept. But since Shuichi has brought everything to light, we can at least try to trust the Kaede we've come to know up to this point.
The Kaede we've come to know?
Even if she did commit a crime, what Kaede has said to us is not a lie.
Except for that one part about us having the receiver.
She wanted to protect us.
That was a lie.
And I firmly believe that to be the truth.
If that was a lie too, it'd be the last straw for me. I'd have nothing left to believe in.
You guys are so
Bro, we
nice.
already know you're suicidal, dude.
You know I betrayed you.
Seriously.
No, that's not true, Kaede. You were trying to save all of it.
Nice job, Shuichi. I didn't expect
I'm pretty
any
sure I
less.
didn't. I pressed something, but I don't think I actually could. Because it didn't do the little sound effect of me going forward in the dialogue.
Yeah.
What?
You were super reliable back there. But you still have a long way to go. You need to be more assertive. If you did that more often, you'd be a pretty cool guy.
Kaede, why? Why are you smiling like that? Why are you still trying to get me to be brave? Why, Kaede? Why are you thinking about everyone except yourself? If you had just been less selfless, you wouldn't have had to murder. Why? Why do you do that?
I'm sorry.
Stop! At least save it for the end of the trial! Sheesh! Looks like the debate's finished, so that means it's voting time!
All right, you bastards! Press the button in front of you to cast your vote!
And make sure y'all vote, because refusing to vote is grounds for termination.
At last!
I thought you all didn't give a darn when you stopped voting. I thought you were on a time limit.
Let's finally face off! It's voting time!
I actually...
Oh, we get to choose.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
So do we get a bad ending if we choose the wrong character?
I'm assuming we die.
We just go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I almost kind of wanted to know what would happen if we picked a different.
I'm
If we-
honestly not sure. I want to say I tried it and it doesn't affect it because it's still based on majority vote and everyone else still.
Oh, that's true.
But I'm not sure on
Fair
that.
enough.
This is going to be
Fair
relevant later. I'm calling it now.
I'm not sure if it affects anything.
Jeez.
So if
Yeah.
we picked a different character, would it show us That would show just 1 point on a
I think
different
so?
character.
I'm not
That's
sure.
kind of funny.
And of
He
course
even
she,
voted for herself.
yeah, because of course she was going
Yeah.
Chosen as the blackened. Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I feel like he should have said this before giving the result.
to. I know, right?
But okay.
That was the result of the votes, but
Yeah.
it doesn't tell us who the actual blackened is. There it is.
But it does tell us who he voted for. We voted for.
Yeah.
Which is what he said.
Oh. I think it was more of a, oh, are your votes right or are they wrong?
Yeah, fair enough. Yay!
We did it.
Aww.
Aw.
There are 2 things we only gotta be on.
Oh yeah, so there's this thing called the back route. I didn't realize that there was one in this case. So, you know how we had to do the whole lying thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a mechanic in this game with the back routes where you can lie about a point. We had to do it, of course, in this game, in this case, because it was a tutorial. I'm pretty sure you don't ever have to do it in any of the other cases, but every case has a time where you're able to do it. It doesn't change the outcome of the trial. It just basically gives you alternate dialogue to lead to the same conclusion. But it's basically just for an achievement. After I beat I didn't get, I don't think, any of them. Maybe I got one of them. After I beat the game, I looked up how to get all the rest of them, and it's just for an achievement.
Interesting.
So the whole lying thing is not actually that big of a deal in the case of the game. At least I'm pretty sure that's
good.
right. I don't remember there being any other points where it's actually required. I don't remember there being any points where it's required.
Alright. Let's get to the point we've all been waiting for.
The point
Death
that's going to
by
get this
piano.
video copyright claimed.
Absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's pop another save after going through cutscene stuff.
Death by piano. Death by piano. Death by piano.
Piano!
Yeah, just
Whose idea was
The
this?
science! The science
idea?
show!
Oh my gosh.
Well, at this point it goes.
It's a good reference.
No dialogue.
Well, at this point it goes without saying, but you all voted correctly. The Blackened who killed Rantaro Mami is the ultimate pianist, Kaede Akamatsu.
I'm glad.
Good.
What?
What? Good.
Don't screw around.
What do you mean good? Is this how you want it to end?
That's not true.
Not really, but it could have turned out a lot worse, so this is fine too.
I don't get it.
It's not
Yeah,
fine.
the alternative is everyone dying but her, so
Yeah.
and she doesn't want that.
It's not fine. This is super horrible. The worst ever. Yeah, how did it come to this?
Please.
Kaede, what would possess you to do something like this? Gonto can't accept this, not unless you explain.
Real.
Yeah, I won't be satisfied until I hear it straight from you.
We did a whole
Kaede,
rhythm
please.
game about this.
Okay.
Oh, we switched sections of the dialogue thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Shuichi's in the corner now. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Please allow me a few more moments of your time, then. It's just like Shuichi said. I was after the mastermind this entire time. I wanted to kill the mastermind, and I thought doing that would end the killing game. Why did you try to kill them? Maybe they could have been captured. If it hadn't been for the time limit, I probably would have done that. But the time limit meant that capturing the mastermind was less likely to work, you know? Because the mastermind could have just played dumb to run out the clock and kill us all. I was worried about that happening.
Therefore.
So you sought to kill the mastermind instead?
That's right.
I had made up my mind just before we set up the cameras in the library. I thought it was my last chance to save everyone. I couldn't let that chance pass me by. I had to save everyone no matter what. Even if you had to kill someone?
Yeah.
That's right. I thought that killing the mastermind was our best shot at escaping this place together. I really believed it too.
But
Oh, Kaede, it never dawned on you? As soon as that thought entered your head, Monokuma had you right where he wanted. Because what mattered most to Monokuma is that the killing game started.
I really don't get it.
Regardless of your reasons, the moment you felt the urge to kill, you had already lost. You agreed to be part of this killing game when you allowed murder to fill your heart. Wait, to put it like that. But he's not wrong. She's the reason the killing game finally started.
No.
But if Kaede hadn't done anything, we'd all be dead by now.
Right!
Kaede saved everyone. We can't blame her.
I know that.
I know, you don't need to remind me. That's why I'm so ticked off. Ticked off at myself for being so useless. Koichi, that's enough. I can see through your act.
Man.
Whoops, that obvious, huh?
That's right.
But Kokichi is right. I was being played. And I didn't even kill the mastermind. I killed one of our dear friends instead. What I did was so terrible, so unforgivable. I took an innocent life. I'm nothing but a horrible murderer. You should all hate, blame, and be disgusted by me.
Wait!
Kaede, please calm down. You guys can interject at any point if you want me to stop going
just
and,
listening.
and talk. Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Usually when we find a body, there's a moment of like, oh no, he's dead. Oh no. That happens like immediately right when we find the body. If I recall correctly, that did not happen when we found Rintaro's body. That happened when we found out he wasn't mastermind.
I honestly don't
correct?
remember. I don't remember. I don't remember.
It sounds potentially right, yeah.
If that is right,
Then that's another point of wow, the writing. Yeah, because her entire motivation was killing the mastermind, and so when Rantaro died, she didn't immediately feel remorse because she thought he was the mastermind.
this case was
If that, I honestly don't remember if that is what happened, but
I'm gonna go back and watch the old episodes to see if that's what happened.
all right. After we found Rantaro's body, well, have you played up to this point yet in your game?
Oh right, I can just do that instead.
Yeah. After you could watch the video for the algorithm.
Views.
I was gonna say you could watch me for the algorithm.
I'm giving you free views. Don't do this.
After we found Rantaro's body, when I realized he wasn't the mastermind, I thought about ending this by confessing to you what I had done. But I couldn't, because of Monokuma's first blood perk.
Exactly what I said earlier.
I see, if you confessed there and then, you would have been able to leave. But you decided you couldn't leave this place by yourself, so you kept quiet. Because of the first blood perk, you were forced to hide the truth from us. Yeah, that's right. Isn't that crazy how Monokuma's motive actually ended up being... Like, Monokuma's motive of not having to go through a trial and being able to leave scot-free was somehow twisted into being a reason why she couldn't tell the truth and take advantage of it. Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So the first blood perk worked against the Blackened rather than for them. But at the same time, I thought, if I did this for everyone, then instead of making things easier by confessing, I thought I should lie to you all so it would motivate you to keep moving forward. Is that the reason for the trial? To reveal the mastermind? I felt like if I didn't do this, then Rantaro's death would have been meaningless.
Well then.
We were searching for both the culprit and the mastermind during this class trial. Ah, Kaede did mention that. So this is what I remembered her reasoning for not taking advantage of the first blood perk was because she didn't want to just leave. She wanted to basically last-ditch effort as soon as she realized that she didn't kill the mastermind. She knew that she had a choice. Either use the first blood perk and leave, or this is my last-ditch effort, even if it leads to them finding the truth and getting me killed. My last-ditch effort is to use the class trial and try to find out who the mastermind is through the course of the investigation in the class trial.
Oh, I assumed it was a guilt thing.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a guilt thing. I think it was that.
I just assumed it would be... Yeah, I assumed it was a guilt thing of, like... the whole point was to help everyone escape together. So
I mean,
her
she did
leaving
kind of
without
also
everyone-
say that, with the also, it would have meant that Rentaro's death was meaningless. So there might also have been that
Yeah.
aspect to it, but
Like,
I
if she
interpreted
left
it as
without
what I
everyone,
said.
then
I interpreted it as what I said, but I think that your point's also valid. I'll defeat the mastermind and end this dumb killing game. I'll even use this class trial to do it. I never wanted to keep my crime a secret. I was going to tell you all eventually. But before I did, I wanted to expose the mastermind first. Then the killing game would have ended, and everyone but me would be saved. But I thought that was the best way I could atone for killing Rantaro. Okay, so it was also a guilt thing.
Sorry.
This is my fault. I was wrong. There was no mastermind. You were wrong? But didn't you say the mastermind was one of us?
Okay.
That's what I thought at first, but in the end we have nothing. No one made any moves at the time limit. The trial was useless.
Let's see.
Even when Shuichi was about to be voted as the Blackened. Still they did not appear. Yeesh, that seriously was a close one. If Kaede had just kept her mouth shut, we'd all be dead right now. No way, there has to be something else we can talk about. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
But
On the other hand, she's only in this mess because she decided to say something at that moment. I wanted to protect Kaede, but I also wanted to unmask the mastermind. But even when the killer was about to be condemned, they remained hidden.
Sorry.
That has to mean that the mastermind is not among us after all. So Kaede had the wrong idea the whole time?
I see.
Or so that wasn't a question, that was more like a wandering thought. Or a trailing thought, I guess. All her actions were taken under Shuichi's flawed logic.
Okay.
That's why this is my fault. All this happened because my detective work was wrong. If I hadn't been so stupid. If I never said anything about the mastermind of Kaede, Rentaro wouldn't have died, and Kaede wouldn't be a murderer. This is all my fault.
Wrong.
No, it's not. Kaede?
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I killed him, not you.
Right?
Right? Didn't I?
But
But Kaede, why did you set such a convoluted trap? If your intent was to kill the mastermind, there was no reason for you to cover your tracks. Isn't it obvious? It's because she didn't want Shuichi to know. Me?
Yeah.
Of course, but I didn't want everyone else to know either. Because I said I wanted to escape this place with everyone. But you guys wouldn't want to be friends with a girl who killed someone, would you? Be friends? Kaede put a lot of thought into this. She put so much thought into this, it drove her to commit murder like a lunatic. Yeah. I know, right? I'm such an idiot.
However,
We only survived the time limit because of that idiocy.
right.
Yes, we still alive thanks to you.
Oh, don't cry, don't go into.
Kaede, I didn't know how, but I wanted to get out of here with you. I wanted to be friends.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. So you're saying
I wanted
everything you did
to
was...
be more than friends.
I ship it, I'm still saying. So you're
Careless
saying...
whisper intensifies.
So you're saying everything you did was because you were thinking of us? And that you hid that you killed him just to stay and help us? How did things...
Hi, hello!
Alright, that's it. What? What do you mean? What do you mean, that's it?
Ah,
Father, are you getting bored?
That's right.
You know how Pops gets. He can't stand this this kind of tearjerker schlock. I can't stop crying. I see nothing gets past my adorable little cuds. I don't let even appetizers get past me, especially someone else bought them.
now
Thank
then.
you for your candor. But we can't let this boring display grind the action to a halt, so... Time to make things interesting.
Huh?
Make things interesting? Pop a quick
Is it
save.
execution time?
Because that was a lot of talking.
Pianos!
Whose idea was this?
Thrills, chills, kills!
And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time! The time that's gonna make me get demonetized. I'm not monetized anyway, so it's fine. Punishment? You mean Kaede's execution? No friggin' way. There's no way we let you do that. Hey! Exosols assemble.
Punishment time is a sacred segment. You're not allowed to interfere.
And if you even try to interfere, we'll just crush you with these here exosols.
It's cool, but it's probably better if one person dies instead of everyone.
Like hell am I just gonna sit here and do what you say? Kaede fought with her life on the line, and so will I! Gonta will face you all. Times like this are why Gonta became strong. Gentlemen
Gonta watched
never
bug
back
video.
down.
Gonta's ready.
This is the perfect chance to test out my Neo Aikido skills on machines.
Yeah, I'll help. I can...
Everyone, stop! Stop it.
Please, just stop.
Kaede.
But Kaede, enough you guys. I've already prepared myself. You're giving up?
Why?
But why? You said you'd never give up, that we'd get out of here together. That's what you said, Kaede. So why are you giving up now? Did you mean what you said? I know we can do something. Don't give up until the end. I'm not giving up, because I have you. What?
You know?
Even after I'm gone, my wish will still be here. So I'm counting on you all. I'm entrusting my wish to every one of you.
I believe in you!
I believe in you. I believe that you will all make it through this somehow.
You have to live!
You guys better live. Don't go dying on me now. End this ridiculous killing game. Survive and get the heck out of this place.
It's a promise.
And then, be friends after you escape, okay? I think you'll all be the best of friends. Affirmative, Kaede. I will do my utmost to fulfill your final request. I won't give up. I'll get out of here no matter what. Going to work hard and keep friends safe till very end. Well, Kaede, you definitely weren't boring. Now then, let's get started. I have a special...
Tenko says, I'm gonna get out of here no matter what. That seems,
No!
that seems like she's gonna murder. Okay.
That's what Kaede said.
Wait a second. Kaede, please don't. Shuichi, you better not lose.
You can't lose!
You can't lose to this killing game. I know you can beat it.
It's punishment time!
I really hate this one. Like, of all of the punishments in all of the games, this one might be the one that I hate the most.
I believe in you!
Because it's sad or because it's not very
Because
good?
it's sad.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I don't like this one. I want to skip it.
She's being pulled away by her hair tuft.
She's being pulled away by her cowlick. That's great.
Yeah. Uh-oh. No.
Out of this one, to me, looks like it's so painful, and I would be so scared. That's why I hate this one, because this one looks like it is so painful.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the component of the game that I like the least.
I know. You don't have to watch if you don't want. I like, Phoenix Wright more than Danganronpa because Phoenix Wright doesn't have the twisted stuff.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh god.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the twisted stuff like this game does. This series is very messed up. It's very twisted. It's not okay. But it's just so interesting. And then that happened. So yay, demonetized and copyright claimed. Hooray!
Yay!
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like the game probably wouldn't quite be the same without the executions.
No, it wouldn't.
But I would rather play if I were to play this game, I would rather play a version without the executions.
I think you can skip them. I'm not sure if I should be skipping them. Because, like, it's a part of the game, you know? But
yeah,
I don't know if I should be skipping them for the YouTube videos.
Man, asphyxiation-related deaths really... I do not like them.
Yeah, out of all of the executions in all of the games, that's the one that disturbs me the most and upsets me the most.
Yeah.
Even the rest of them in this game.
I still think the one that I dislike the most is Mikon's. Because it barely makes sense.
That one was dumb. Yeah, that one I didn't like because it was stupid.
I don't remember which one that one was.
When she flew off on a giant fist rocket.
Oh, yeah.
That one was just stupid. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. The moment is over, I felt my legs give out under me. Yeah, this game... Like, you know that I like this series, and we've talked about it enough, that I like this series a lot.
Yep.
The twisted stuff in it is not the parts of the game that I like. There's a lot of things I like about this series. I like the characters for the most part. I like the the stylistic aspect of all the stuff. You know, the kind of cardboard cutouts moving around. I like the music. I like the concept of them all being trapped together, and one of them is the killer, and they have to try to figure it out and all that. Before I ever heard of this series, I read an Agatha Christie book in high school that's a extremely similar concept to Danganronpa. The book is called "And Then There Were None."
Yeah.
And I did an oral dissertation on that in high school, and I thought it was so fascinating, and it is actually extremely similar to Danganronpa. And so I think that as a concept is really interesting. And murder mysteries, I think, are just interesting. I like the twists and turns and all of that stuff. I don't enjoy this part. I don't enjoy the feeling depressed and empty and despair, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
I don't enjoy it.
But that's the point!
But it wouldn't be... But at the same time, all of the stuff I do enjoy about it, and this aspect that I don't enjoy, it wouldn't be the same game if it didn't have this aspect. You know?
Yeah, it's okay to like a game and dislike certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
I'm a Shantae fan, and I'm not a big fan of all the eye candy. I can attest to this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's okay to like a game and have some complaints. That's natural.
Yeah.
It means you've experienced it well enough to be like, okay, I like all this stuff. I don't like this part.
But, like, there's a lot of, you know, that the executions are a big part of the draw to this series. You know?
I mean, yeah, speaking from myself...
Just because there's nothing else like it, you know? As far as video games go. Obviously, there's, like, the Saw movies and stuff, but... Yeah. That's a little bit different.
I'm not a big fan of blood, but I do like when they get creative with the executions.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I just dislike them altogether.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I just find them disturbing, and I don't like disturbing stuff.
They're all right. They're all right for me. Not a good part, and not a bad part.
Some of them are not as bad, but for the most part, it's an aspect that I don't like. I don't like watching them. I don't like the moment of watching them, and I don't like the moment immediately after watching them. But, you know, a day later or whatever, I'm not thinking about it anymore. I'm kind of going on. It doesn't really affect me anymore. And that is one thing that is definitely very... And I'm actually just kind of thinking to put it into words now. that is very different in this series than in basically any other murder mystery ever. And that is, you are actively seeing a death happen. And in murder mysteries, typically you do not. And I'm talking in books, in movies, as far as movies and murder mysteries. Like TV shows, Phoenix Wright, other video games that have murder mystery stuff. You find the body, you start investigating, and you figure out who the killer is, and then that killer goes to jail. The murder has already happened. It happened, of course, off-screen, because that way you are going in blind, and you're actually going and finding all the investigation stuff. You didn't see it happen, because otherwise you'd know who the killer is, and it wouldn't be a murder mystery. And even, obviously there's some TV shows and movies that kind of have that, where it'll start with it from the victim's point of view, but then it'll kind of mask the actual death, because it's masking who did it. That way you can still be in the dark as to who it is. And then, of course, there's stuff like Saw, that it actually shows the really gruesome stuff. But that's a little bit different. I'm talking about traditional murder mysteries, like your Agatha Christie books, your Phoenix Wright
Sherlock
games,
Holmes.
your Sherlock Holmes stuff. I'm talking about that stuff. And also in books, it doesn't show anything because, of course, it's written and not visual. On top of the other stuff that I said.
Yeah.
So that is one of the things that is the most disturbing about this, but it does have a draw to it because there's nothing like it. On top of how stylized everything it is in this series, it's understandable why it's as popular as it is. Obviously, Danganronpa is not mainstream, but as popular as it is, I can kind of understand why,
Yeah.
Because there isn't really anything like it.
Alright. To continue playing devil's advocate for a bit, it also just it feels good when the bad guy gets their just desserts, and I think that's what part of the draw of executions are. When the bad guy is like made so that the player hates them for what they've done, the executions feel somewhat cathartic at the end, despite how disturbing and over the top they may be.
That's fair.
But I've noticed as the games have been progressing, they make you feel bad for the killers, like Gundam, even Teru.
Mm-hmm.
Killers like those, you feel sympathetic towards them after you find their motivations for doing it weren't just to escape, but they have other reasons to do so. Like, I killed this person so they could all escape the tower. I killed this person because I thought that they were going to kill someone.
That is very fair of an observation, and that is also one of the reasons why I hate this one the most.
Yeah, because when you don't feel like the character deserves what they're getting, then it feels sad.
Yeah, for example, Celeste in the first game. Like, she didn't deserve, like, she wasn't sympathetic at the end,
Yeah, no.
Or Leon. He wasn't sympathetic at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Mondo was sympathetic, but his
Yes,
execution wasn't gruesome at all. It was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
His was really weird. It was just kind of, he's going really fast. Oh, there's electricity going on. There's a flash of light. And then you just don't see him anymore. He just kind of gets liquefied. But it's like weirdly stylized and exaggerated. And so it's not really believable.
Yeah, like, for this one, I don't feel the catharsis that I do.
Exactly.
With games like the first game. I just feel sad.
In the second game,
which can be a draw in its own way, but it's not something that I understand.
Yeah,
I understand that's something that's not for you.
Yeah, I think that this series definitely, along with everything else, psychological horror is a genre category that fits this game. That fits this series. There's a lot of psychological horror aspects of it. And psychological horror is not for everyone. And for me, I like some psychological horror, but not a lot. You know?
Yeah.
I can get behind some psychological horror as long as this doesn't go too far in the demented territory.
Same.
See, Doki Doki Literature.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like, oh, what was the name of it? It's the one where you're trapped in the cell, and you're, you keep getting a bunch of letters.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Like Presentable Liberty, was that the name of the game?
Was it that?
I think Presentable Liberty.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
That one was sad.
Alright, well, so there's gonna be plenty more, just exposition to, get to the actual end of the chapter in order to go on to the next part of the game. And we've hit the hour mark, and I feel like this is a okay enough time to stop.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright.
After this philosophical discussion on
yeah.
executions in a murder mystery game.
Yeah.
I want to go eat lunch.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a thing that happened. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. That was a thing that happened.
Yeah.
Let's just not talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Let's never bring it up ever again.
Yeah.
This is a thing that we did in our playthrough of Simpsons Hit and Run, where at the end of each episode we would have everyone comment their favorite something, and then we would change the category each time. What do you think we should, just to kind of give a final little change of topic and change into a little bit of a more lighthearted thing to end the episode? Just ignore the music. What's your favorite murder mystery story? That could be alright. Comment. What's your favorite murder mystery story?
My answer... Probably...
I don't have a favorite, but I do have a least favorite.
Okay.
My favorite's probably just one of the Phoenix Wright games.
Fair.
I'll tell you after we're done recording.
Okay. I would probably have to say that my favorite was And Then There Were None. I think I have to say that it was And Then There Were None.
Fair enough.
Because it is very similar to Danganronpa in the whole, a group of people unrelated to each other, all trapped together. In that one, it's on an island. So kind of like the second game. They're all trapped on an island, and one of them is a killer trying to kill all of them, and all of that. I know reading is so last century, but if you want to read that, I think it's a good book. I think it's a good read. They had an old movie for it, like a black and white movie, and they changed the ending a little bit. But for the most part, it's accurate to the book. They did change the ending a little bit, but... So, if you want to go try to find the black and white movie for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would say that's probably my answer. Otherwise, maybe one of the Phoenix Wright games. But I don't remember I don't know, it's been so long, I don't remember... You know what? No. I think I have to change my answer. It's the final case in Apollo Justice. I think I have to change my answer to the final case in Apollo Justice.
Fair enough. Alright, we ending off?
Yep. With that, see you guys next time for the next episode. Take care.
Bye.
Soundboard?
Oh shoot. Give me.
I'm not ending the recording until the soundboard happens.